Hi everyone, Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and I've been using One UI 7.0 on the Samsung Galaxy A15 for about 3 days. Well, that's how long it's been out for this device, but I haven't been using it entirely, but it's been a great update to run on this particular device. There's lots of new features throughout within One UI 7.0. Like with the latest updates, we have the ability to have this larger weather widget that you can see here. And they've updated the control panel. In One UI, to access notifications, you would need to pull down from the top middle primarily. But to access your different quick panels, you pull from the top right. So it's from the top middle or top left, usually notifications, and the top middle will access the control quick settings panel. But sometimes you can even do it, you can access notifications from pulling down the very, very far top right. Not the entire top of the display, but you can pull down from the top side of the display. So they've added some updates to One UI 7.0. And one thing I really like is the fact that the search button is now at the bottom. Whereas before, the search button was at the top. It's a small change, but I really like it. Now in landscape mode, the search button is on the right rather than the bottom. But we also have this 3 dots menu here. And while I never clicked on it before, it says there's one option here. We have settings, and then we have this option. I'm not sure what this one does here. We go into it. No, it's not it. So this is what that button does. You have that conveniently next to the search button. And it looks pretty great in landscape orientation. If I go into some apps like Pocket Cast and test some performance here, using Wi-Fi, it loads up pretty great. I'm going to, haven't played any podcasts here. So it is pretty nice. We go into some different apps. I'm not entirely sure if this update has the May or the June rather security bug fixes. I'm sure it probably does, but one thing I absolutely like is the fact that you can now make app folders. You can now make app folders bigger by pressing and holding. And you're going to have an option here that says the full screen icon. And you tap that. And once you go in, you typically can click on any app within there. So if I try to click on YouTube, you can see here. I can tap on YouTube, then we go over to my channel here. So we can go in any app. There's a video I did today. Follow up on iOS 18.5. So we typically can click on any app within the app folder. We're going to remove it for now, but that's typically how you would do it. And overall, we don't have any new wallpapers throughout, but I haven't ran any new Geekbench scores, but I have ran some that I will quickly share. I've ran some, I believe, the day after I did my favorite features video, if I can get a hold of them. All right, so this is the Geekbench score that I ran. We take a look at it here. We scored 685 for single core, 1,566 for multi-core. And I don't have any past history because I believe that's probably the only time I've ran it. I probably ran it before, but I might have uninstalled the app and then reinstalled it, so it probably doesn't have my other history. But generally, performance is good on One UI 7.0. You can search for different things here using the search here. And you can see here I don't have any buttons, but that's something that I did in One UI 6.1. I got rid of the navigation buttons, the familiar back, circle, and square buttons that Androids typically have. I've seen a lot of people do that, and it kind of makes it feel more like the iPhone. And I am recording off of my iPhone 12 here. I am doing this video in a different part of my office, if you may tell. But as far as anything else, well, One UI 7.0 is a pretty great update. It generally performs great. I love the features. But you can't tint the icons natively like you can with iOS 18. But this is a really great update. But if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.